Welcome back, friends. We're back here at the Big Rock Gun Club, and we're going to do part 2 of our 22 long rifle ammo comparison at 50 yards. The wind is howling this morning. We're on the big range. We couldn't use the 50-yard pistol bay to kind of shield us from the wind. We're going to have to shoot straight into the wind. Let me tell you, it's howling pretty good. We've run about 20 fouling shots through just to kind of get back on zero here, and we did have to make quite a bit of adjustments for the wind, so we'll just have to see how it goes. Let me tell you who today's contestants are. We're going to try the Remington 22 target, the Lapua Center X, which is a real popular one, real accurate and real expensive ammo. CCI green tag, CCI mini mag, CCI standard velocity, some Ely target in the gold box, Ely force, which are those all black rounds that made for semi-automatic, so should run good in this, huh? And my personal favorite and the winner from our last test in part 1, which is the Federal Bolt Automat. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get some rounds down range and get this thing going. We're going to start off first with the CCI mini mags. Okay, we're going to shoot 5-shot groups, and you know, we're just going to be looking for groupings. Don't worry about, you know, what's on the bullseye or whatever. We're just looking at the groupings, because like I say, there's no telling what the wind's going to do us today. So let's go on to the next one. That's going to be our CCI standard velocity. Well, it's 5 after 1. I am whipped like a rented mule. I am tired. Got a lot of ammo shot today. Got a lot of good dope for our next trip. Got everything done out to 50 yards, and we got a little bonus out to 100, although the wind is blowing. The reason it took us so long is I got about 80% finished with all the 50-yard stuff. Then we had a problem downrange. Had to move over to the other bay over there where we're facing east, and we're actually facing west, so there's virtually no wind over there, and I didn't want to do, you know, 2 ammos with no wind and all the other ammos with a big headwind. I wanted everything to be apples and apples. So we got some good information, so let's get this stuff scored up and take a look and see how we did. Okay, after a long day, we got this stuff kind of scored up for you, give you a chance to look at it. The main thing I took away from this session this day was that I had the consistency of a 4th grade Little League pitcher. You just never can tell what's going to happen. And like I've said it 1,000 times, usually it's not the arrow, it's the Indian. In my case, that would be me. But we still got some good info that we can use in the future and hopefully pass on to you, and maybe you can eliminate some things that there's no sense in you wasting your money on, because hey, I'm here to waste mine, right? So we have the 3 CCIs we've been looking at for a while, the mini mag, which is one of the higher velocity rounds here, along with the Federal and the Force. Those are our 3 above 1200 feet per second, and it's pretty consistent for what it is. I mean, it always is kind of around here, around 7/10 of an inch. This will probably be the last time we see it. We might bring it back out at the 100-yard test just to see what's going on, but no sense in checking it any further. We know what it is. Standard velocity still kind of seems to be my favorite, 0.308. The reason I say this is me, there was something going on in the bay. Like I said, they had to move me from here to there and cost me about an hour and a half, and I wouldn't say I'm pissed. I was pissed, but I was kind of put out, and but I knew when this happened when I pulled the trigger, and I knew this happened when I pulled the trigger, and I have one other one down here. I knew exactly what happened, so it wasn't the ammo's fault, it was me. But if you take that out, 5-shot group, well, this is actually 4 now, 0.308. We're still going to look at this hard, because I'm telling you, Specs are the same as this green tag that a lot of people rant and rave about, but it's a third the price, so duh. But here's the green tag, and you know, they're pretty close, 0.308, 0.299. So yeah, this is good stuff. If you want to shoot it, that's fine, but I just don't see any sense in spending 3 times the money. Plus, I can go up to Academy and buy this for $3.49 for a box of 50, you know, 7 days a week. This, gotta order it. Nobody carries it. Ely Target, this is the little gold box that I don't have, but it is shot well. You can see a 5-shot group down here at 0.355. We're gonna check it out some more. The Lapua Center X, the arrow is pretty damn good. We know it's good. The Indian is just not worth the crap. Not on this shoot, because we got 5 here at 0.751, and that was not me. That was just, it is what it is. I didn't pull it or anything. I tried my best. The Ely Force, the one that's designed for semi-automatics, 0.367, still pretty good. This is yeah, $8.99 a box. I think the Target is $6.99 a box. They shoot virtually the same in my opinion. We'll probably look at the Target some more. We're always going to throw the Federal Auto Match out there just because we need to have a poor boy representation. This stuff always feeds, it always shoots pretty consistent, and it's going to you know, shoot, you know, around 7/10 of an inch or so. Not bad for bulk ammo. The Remington Target's one you don't hear much about at all. I bought a box of it and shot the whole dang thing up. $4.49 a box, 1150 feet per second, and I got to tell you, that looks pretty darn good, 0.308. We're going to order some more up and continue to check it out. So, I didn't want to be a one-shot wonder there. I just wanted to see if we could do it again. By this time, I really am getting tired, but I wanted to do kind of a round 2, if you will. Mini mag still there where it always is. CCI standard velocity, still a little better than the green tag. Pretty nice grouping, 427, 492. Ely Target, 305. That's why we're going to buy some more of this stuff. Shoots really nice. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you. When I sighted, when I zeroed to do this, I used the mini mags just because that's why you see this one right there dead center. I zeroed with the mini mag just because that's the most ammo that I had. So don't pay attention to the bullseye, just pay attention to the groupings. Now, I said before, the arrow is much better than the Indian, and this proves it right here. 0.38, real nice grouping here. So this is going to be some good stuff. Am I going to spend, you know, $13 a box? I don't know. That stuff there, you know, I can buy 3 boxes of this, 4 boxes of this stuff compared to this. So I don't know. We'll see, but we're going to continue to look at it. The Ely Force, we're probably done with it. We know it feeds well in the 1022. It's made for, you know, semi-automatics, but it doesn't shoot any better than the Target stuff, and its Target stuff is cheaper. Federal Auto Match still right there where it always is, and the Remington Target, nice little grouping here, right at 1/2 inch. So, what I think we're going to do is we're going to do a shootout amongst all the ones that I enjoyed the most. I know there's a bunch of other ammos out there, and please feel free to give me some suggestions or whatever, but at some point I gotta kind of end this. But we're gonna throw the old Federal Auto Match in there just because we always want the poor boy representation in there. We're gonna try some more of this Remington 22 Target because that stuff shot pretty well. Obviously, we're going to continue with the Center X because everybody thinks that's the hot setup, as a lot of people think that's the hot setup, especially 22 Plinkster. Standard velocity goes without saying. We're going to shoot it some more, and we're going to shoot the Ely Target, the one in the gold box that I don't have. And based upon maybe what you guys tell me, oh wait a minute, we're going to shoot the red from our last go around. The SK in the red box, the rifle match, we're going to shoot it. It did real well in the last round too. So we're going to shoot eight ammos because we got 8 targets and look kind of goofy just to have a blank one there. So I think we have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, missing 1, 7. And so why don't you guys tell me which one you want me to shoot? Maybe something that we haven't shot in these last 2 rounds, and I'll buy a box and we'll see how it goes in the final shootout for our Ruger 10/22. Now understand, this is my 10/22 with my 16-inch barrel, my my 1.5-pound kid trigger, and my Nikon scope and everything. This might shoot completely different in your 10/22, but this is kind of what's working for me. So let me know what you think. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to give us one of these. There's a little bell right there underneath the video. If you'll click on it, it'll let you know when I put out the next video, and you can see some more ammo stuff. So until next time, keep the gun pointed down range. You guys be safe, and I hope to see you down the road. Adios.